Hey y'all, you know who it is. Okay. I'm a little greasy coming home from work. You know, my munchkin is not here, so I'm going to pick her up in a minute. Gotta make this quick. Anyway, so I'm so excited because my son is going to the prom, which means graduation, which means, start a new life and so forth. Okay. So, basically, he asked this girl to the prom, a girl that he really likes, and, a black girl, and she said no. Well, she said it in a roundabout way. So she said basically, well, she's going to the prom, but she wants to go with her friends, and she'll save him a dance. So really it's a no, but she's being nice, which I appreciate, Instead of saying, heck no, I won't go with you. Okay, fine. Turns out she likes somebody else, a 20-year-old. She's like 17, 18. She likes a 20-year-old at her job. So she really wanted to go with him, but they don't allow outsiders to the prom. So you have to go to the school to go to the prom. Okay, fine. So she's saving her little heart for him. That's really what it is. Okay, fine. So next is, so my son just told me today that he has a date for the prom. I'm like, really? Because mind you, we was all settled about him going by himself. And with his guy friends, but that's about it. So I'm like, really? So he was like, yeah, I got a date to the prom and X, Y, and Z, X, Y, and Z. So I'm like, okay, that's great. So I said, did you ask her? Or did she ask you? So he said, I asked her. I'm like, oh. Now, mind you, they've been friends for a while. They're all in the same theater group and the whole 9 yards. And, for him, he just asked her, which is nice because I appreciate that, or I'm proud of him for that, because he don't have any fear. My children don't have any fear, which is strange because I'm just like, heck no. I am not going to do that. I'm the wallflower. I'm the one that's shy. I'm the one that have stage fright the whole 9 yards. And my children, they don't care. They like, I don't care. I'm going to ask it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to try it. I'm going to go there. I'm going to whatever the case may be. Which is a wonderful trait to have, because Lord knows I don't have it. But anyway, so he asked her, and I'm sure there was a conversation about it, and he just happened to ask her or something of that nature. I find the details out later. But he asked her. So, mind you, I've been hearing her name for a while now. So I'm like, okay. So I looked her up on his Facebook and whatnot. I said, oh, she's a white girl. Okay, fine. Now, the reason why I talked about color is because, I don't really care. Love is love. And I'm not saying he loves her. Not at all. But it's just somebody to go to the prom with, for him to have a good time. And that's fine. And I'm fine with that. I always talk to my son about black love. Excuse me. Always about black love, dating your own kind. Be careful with dating outside your race, especially in this 2018 world that we live in, with all these accusations and all these, you touched me inappropriately, blah, blah, blah. I also schooled him, even before his new prom date, always schooled him on, when you dancing with these girls, especially the way they dance now, and the hoochie coochie-ness and all that stuff, watch how you get excited. Watch how you dance with these girls, because anything can be misconstrued nowadays. Okay, fine. So, now again, the reason why I brought up the black and white thing is because here, this mimics what's going on in society. Black women versus white women. Now, it's just a simple prom, and he's not falling in love and nothing. And with that being said, love is love. I want him to date black and love black and marry black. But at the end of the day, love is love. And I can't control who he loves. So, the black girl didn't want him. Didn't want him or nothing like that. She's holding out for who she thought is better. That's fine. That's her prerogative. Cool. But then the white girl said, sure, no problem, because she knows it's just a prom. They're not getting married tomorrow. They're not having babies. They're not doing any of that stuff. It's just somebody to go with, have a good time, the end. They probably will never see each other or talk to each other ever again in life, except for through Facebook. Other than that, it's just a prom. Just, let's just go have a good time. And see, that's a lot of the differences between black women and white women. Now, I'm not making this a whole, I don't mean to make it a whole black and white issue. White women are better, black women are better. No, because I'm a black woman, got black sister, black mama, everything. So it's not about that. It's about, sometimes we as black women tend to make things more difficult than we have to make it. And if she didn't like him, that's fine. But it is, of course, it's her prerogative to, do whatever, go wherever, however. But you're not going with anybody. And she may be one of them girls that we always see at the party that's holding out for that special guy, and that special guy don't want her. That special guy is going off with whoever he's looking at, whoever he's dealing with or whatever have, because that's not her boyfriend. So, you waiting for this particular guy or this particular situation or whatever to happen for you, and you missing out on all these other guys here that, yeah, they may be a little awkward, or yeah, they may not be as smooth and as cool as rich or whatever the case may be as the special one, but he may be better in the long run. So, but the white girl, sure, because the white girl know it's just a prom. That's it. Just somebody to go with. The end. The end. Nothing more, nothing less. She's not planning babies. She's not planning nothing. And it just mimics the society that we're in. How people always say, oh, black women are so difficult. Oh, black women are so, we're so anti this and anti black man and anti this. And one time, about a year or two ago, my son came home and he was like, I'm going to date a white girl. And I said, why? Because, of course, I'm appalled. So I was like, why? And he was like, because black women are just so hard to ask out. Black women are just so hard to talk to. Black women are just so hard to do X, Y, and Z. So, of course, I schooled him real quick on that, being that he got a black mama, black sister, black grandma, black great-grandma, and all the rest. But it's true. And white women are easier to a certain extent, at least easier to get initially. They're harder to keep, but easier to get initially because they may see it for what it is. We black women make it so difficult sometimes, not all the time. It's not generalizations. Sometimes we make it so difficult for ourselves. Oh, you gotta look like this, and oh, you gotta have that. Oh, you gotta do this, and oh, you gotta do that. And yes, standards. But there's a limit to those standards. Also, are you providing those standards? Do you have that good home? Do you have that stable financial situation? Do you have a good job? You know what I'm saying? So it just made me reflect when he told me about that, and the person that he dated, it's always shaky. But and the person that he's going to the prom with, I'm just like, she said yes right away without any problems. And other people, oh, well, I'll save you a dance. No, he's not a charity case. If the answer is no, then leave it as no. Or if the answer is, no, I'd rather just go with my friends, then leave it at that. Don't make my child no charity case. And yes, I'm biased. I admit that. But don't do that. Don't do that. Just say no in the end. So, and then also, there's a sidebar. My son is growing into his attractiveness, his appeal. He's 19, so he's still in that awkward, weird stage coming out of teenagehood. Weird laugh and weird, weirdness into a man. So he's in that weird, awkward stage. And he wants to be an actor and all that stuff. I said, all right. So my coworker, I said, don't let my son be one of them people that was all skinny and weird in high school, and then they grow up to be something handsome and sexy, and you knocking on his door, hey, remember me? I'm like, nope, get that heifer out of here. Get that heifer out of here. But I'm like, all right, so keep on sleeping on him. I can see it changing a little bit, him getting into his grown man status, and whatnot. It's going to take a few more years, but I can see it changing a little bit out that weird, awkward kid into, who he really is and who he's meant to be as far as his style and dress and, personality and stuff like that's concerned. I'm like, all right, he gonna be the one that you sleep on, the one that you always try to get back. But all right, again, I'm biased. But anyway, but that just, made me reflect. I'm sorry, scratching and all kind of stuff. I have no manners. But yeah, so that just made me really reflect on black and white, and how men say it's easier to get a white woman than it is a black woman. And I can see that. I can see that, and not just from this situation with my son, but just in general, I can see how it's easier to get a white woman. But the thing is this: it's easier to get a white woman, but it's harder to keep her. Because she has requirements that you're not ready for. Because most of the time she has two parents. Now, they could be beating each other down in there, but she has two parents most of the time. She comes from some sort of house or home or something. Unless she's trailer park, that's different. But for the average white person, they come from a house, two-parent household, siblings, or if not siblings, then they grew up with their cousins and, aunts, uncles, blah, 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 family dinners. They used to pool in their money financially to buy things. They got a car, they got a job, they got some sort of status in life or about to have some sort of status in life. A lot of them go to college. They want to be doctor, lawyer, nurse, whatever the case may be. Things like that. So it's harder to keep her. Easier to get her, harder to keep her because her standards are way different than a lot of black people's standards. Our standards, well, for us, is easier to keep us, harder to get us. See, we make it hard in the beginning. Oh, we make it so hard in the beginning. Oh, you got to have your hair cut a certain way. You got to be a certain height, a certain weight. You got to have muscles and no muscles. And you got to, whatever. But after we get past that, it's easy to keep us. Our standards go flying out the window and we just accept whatever. Oh, you have no job? Oh, it's okay. I'll pay all the bills. Oh, not all, but just a lot. Oh, you don't want to work anymore? Or you want to find yourself at 40? Sure, you can find yourself at 40. Oh, you got 5 baby mamas and 1 baby on the way? Oh, but as long as you come home to me. Things like that. Things like that is easy to keep us. So that's what I always say. White women, easy to get, harder to keep. Black women, hard to get, easy to keep. They know, a lot of black men and even other races, they know they got to do too much to keep a black woman. As long as we fit their particular profile, we're good to go. Because they know they can lose their job and still sleep on our couch. They know that they can be so uneducated that all they speak is text language. LOL, TXT, OMG, all those things like that. They know they can have 2 teeth in their head. As long as they have a big ding dong, they happy. They know that. So they know they can have 5 kids, 10 baby mamas, 3 baby mamas that's pregnant, and all kind of foolishness, and we'll still be there. So yeah. So it just made me reflect on the differences between a black woman, white woman. And of course, there's many more. And of course, this is not generalization. This is just what I'm talking about, my in particular case. And what I've seen and experienced is over time. I have guy friends that dated white women. And this is some of their experiences and so forth. So yeah. But anyway, like, comment, and subscribe. I say rate, comment. Like, comment, and subscribe. This is just my thoughts. I'm sure you have plenty of your own. Please feel free to leave them. And peace out.